So DC have just announced the 8 pre-crisis Batman villains due for a comeback who they'd like to see return in the new Batman one. So potentially one or more of these characters is going to return. So we have a chance of having Professor Carl Napoleon Kruger from Detective Comics 33 back in the original run. So a very early Batman villain on a chance of returning. The Penny Plunderer, also a very early Batman villain from World's Finest in the late 40s. One I genuinely love to see return because he's where the giant penny comes from, and we've already seen the dinosaur reference, so he's going to be referenced probably with that. Doctor Doom, less likely with this guy from Detective Comics 158, but maybe we'll get Doctor Doom in Batman. Ooh, Slugsley Kyle the Clock. Detective Comics 265 looks like he could be a really fun villain to see. Honestly, the Clock, Penny Plunderer, and Napoleon seem like actual interesting villains. From what little is shown here of Doctor Doom, he does not look interesting. But the Bouncer looks interesting. Basically having a bouncing ball for a villain in Detective Comics 347. Potentially on the list to return. Because DC are the ones saying they would like to see these guys return on their official website. So this raises the chance of these characters returning. And the Monarch of Menace is also amongst these. Now that feels like a pearl, but Detective Comics 350 could be a really fun one to see. Same with Masquerader from Detective Comics 390. He looks really cool. I'd love to see him too. And then Rufus Moloch Macabre seems like an interesting character from Batman 224. But yeah, out of all of these characters, the one that feels most likely, weirdly enough, is Penny Plunderer here, because he's where the giant penny's from. So I guess he's most likely purely because of that. And we've already had a reference to the giant dinosaur, but having it be through Killer Croc. So potentially we're going to see the origin retconned back into being Penny Plunderer for the giant penny, which would be awesome. And I'm even more excited at the chance of Penny Plunderer in the new Batman. Can't wait.